Revival, I can fancy what a wonderful power he must have for his patients. He has a curious habit of looking one straight in his face, as if trying to read, to read one thought. He tries this one on very much with me, but I flatter myself he has got a massive strength. I know that you from my glass. Do you ever try to wear it? Your own face I do, and I can tell you it is not a bad story and gives you more trouble than you can fall. Yeah, I can see. If you have never tried it, he says that I offer him a curious psychological PSY psychological skill, and I humbly think I do not. I do not, as you know, it takes sufficient interest in drugs to be able to describe their new patients. This is a bird. Shit, this is bold, and that is slang again. But never mind. Author says that every day there it is all out. Mina, we have told all our secrets to each other since we were children. We have slept together and eaten together and laughed and cried together, and now thought though though I have spoken, I would like to speak more. Uh, Mina couldn't do you guys guess. I love him. I'm blushing as I write. For although I think he loves me, he has not told me so in words. But oh Mina, I love him. I love him. Dear, that does me good. I wish I were with you. Dear, sitting by the fire
हाय
and
श्री राधे
dressing as we
राधे.
used to sit, I would try to tell
हैप्पी मकर
you what I
संक्रांति
feel.
आप
I do not
सबको.
know how I am writing
देखिए
this
लड्डू
email to you.
बना
I
रही
am
हूँ.
afraid to stop, or I should tear up the letter, and I don't want to stop. But I do so
लड्डू
want
किसको
to.
किसको पसंद
I
है?
do so want to tell you. Oh, let me hear for. Let me hear from you at once and tell me all that you think about it, Mina.
तिल
Wait
अभी
for my
राम की बना
happiness.
रही हूँ.
I need not you tell I need not. You tell this is a secret. Good night again. That
हैप्पी
really
मकर
seems passionate,
संक्रांति
Meena Mule.
आप सबको.
My dearest Meena, thanks and thanks and thanks again for your sweet letter. It was so nice to be able to tell you and to have your sympathy. 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 My dear, my dear, it never rains but it pours. It never rains but it pours. How true the old proverbs are. Here am I, who shall be 20 in September, and yet I never had a proposal till today. Not a real proposal, and today I had three. Just fancy. Three proposals in one day. Isn't it
हाय
awful?
श्री राधे राधे.
I feel sorry, really and truly sorry for two of the poor fellows. Oh Nina, I'm so happy that I don't know what to do with myself and their three proposals. But for goodness sake, don't tell any of the girls, or they would be getting all sorts of extravagant ideas and amazing imagining themselves insurance like if in their very first day at home they did not get six, at least some girls are so vain. You and I meet a dear who are engaged and are going to settle down soon so early into old married women can despise vanity, despise. Despise vanity. Well, I must tell you about the three, but you must keep it a secret. Dear from everyone I said, of course, Jonathan, you will tell him because I would. If I were in your place, certainly tell her a woman. A woman ought to tell her husband everything. Don't you think a dear? And I must be fair. Now, like women, certainly their wives to be quite as fair as they are, and women, I am afraid, are not always quite as fair as they should be. Well, my dear number one came just before lunch. I told you of him, Dr. John Seward, the lunatic asylum man with a strong jaw and a good forehead. He was very cool outwardly, but was nervous all the same. He had evidently been schooling himself as to all sorts of little things and remembered them, but he almost managed to sit down on his silk hat, which men don't generally do when they are cool. And then when when he wanted to appear with ease, he kept playing with a lancet in a way that made me nearly scream. He spoke to me, Nina, very straightforwardly. He told me how dear I was to him, though he had known me so little, and what his life would be with me to help and cheer him. He was going to tell me how unhappy he would be if I did not care for him. But when he saw me cry, he said he was a brute and would not add to present trouble. Then he broke off and asked if I could love him in time. And when I shook my head in his hands trembled, and with some hesitation he asked me if I cared already for anyone else. He put it very nicely, saying that he did not want to bring in confidence from me, but only to know because of because if a woman heart was free, a man might have hope. And then Nina, it felt a sort of duty to tell him that there was someone. I only told him that much, and then he stood up and said he hoped I would be happy, and that if I ever wanted a well friend, I must, I must could, I must count him one of my best. Oh, Nina dear, I can't help crying, and you must all that sort of things, but it isn't at all a happy thing when you have to see a poor fellow whom you know loves you honestly going away and looking all broken hearted, and to know that no matter what he may say at the moment you are passing out of his life. My dear, I must stop here at present. I am so miserable, though I'm so happy. Baby. Walker has just gone, and I feel in better spirits than when I left off, so I can go on telling you about the day. Well, my dear number two came after lunch. He's, he's, he is such a nice fellow, an American from Texas, and he looks so young and so fresh that it seems almost impossible that he has been to so many places and has such adventures. I sympathize with poor Desidemona when she had such a stringing cord in her ear, even by a black man, I suppose. that we women are such goals that we think a man will save us from
आप
fear,
लोग भी खा
and
लीजिएगा।
we marry him. I know now
प्यारा
what I
प्यारा
would
लड्डू।
do if I were a man and wanted to make a girl love me. No, I don't. For there was Mr. Morris the nurse. His stories and author never told any yet. My dear, I'm somewhat previous. Mr. Quincy B. Morris found me alone. It seems that a man always does find a girl alone. No, he doesn't. For others, tries to meet a chance, and I have to take all I can. I'm not ashamed to say it now. I must tell you beforehand that Mr. Morris doesn't always speaks when that is to say. He never does so to strangers or before them for he is really well educated and has exercised and has learned. But he found out that it is unusual to hear him that American friends and whenever I was thinking that there was no one in the city who could touch him. He was afraid that I should prevent it at all. For instance, exactly in this 1 hour, as we have to say that this is a way slang has. I do not know myself if I shall ever speak slang. I do not know if Arthur likes it, as I have never heard him use any as yet. When Mr. Morris sat down beside me and looked as happy and jolly as he could, but I could see all the same that he was very nervous. He took my hand in his and said, I was so sweet. Miss Lucy, I know. I
हाय
am good
गाइस,
enough to regulate the mixing.
श्री राधे
Fixing
राधे।
up your little shoes, but I guess
हैप्पी
if
मकर
you
संक्रांति
wait
आप
till
सबको।
you find
हमारी
a
लड्डू
man,
बन
this
गई,
that
ये
is
देखिए।
you will go join, will go join, then some young women with the lamps when we
श्री
found
राधे राधे।
want to just hitch up alongside of me, let us go down the long road together, driving in double harness. When he did look so good, humor and so jolly that it didn't seem hard to refuse him as it did here. Dr. Stewart, so I said as lightly as I could that I did not know anything touching and that I was not broken to heart at all yet. Then he said that he had spoken in a light manner and he hoped that if he had made a mistake in doing so or so grave, so momentous an occasion for him, I would forgive him. He really did look serious when he was saying it, and I could not help feeling a bit serious too. I know Meena you will think me a horror, not true. I could
हाय श्री
not
राधे
help
राधे।
feeling a sort of
गुड
exhilaration
नाइट
that he was
सबको।
number two in 1 day, and then my dear before I could
मकर
say a
संक्रांति
word,
की
he
हैप्पी
began
मकर
pouring
संक्रांति आप सबको। हमारी लड्डू बन
pouring
गई।
out a perfect torrent of love making, laying
जिसको
his
जिसको
very
लड्डू
heart
खाना है
and
कमेंट
soul at my
कीजिएगा।
feet. He looked so
गुड
earnest
नाइट, अब
over
जा
it
रही हूँ।
that I
श्री
shall
राधे राधे।
never again think that a man must be playful always and never